Hello guys, we're gonna talk about the heuristic project, this Beyond the Link, the new project that actually will bring the ethical language of the machine. So this project will be all about the security of our devices that are currently connected to the internet, and they are currently like the storing a lot of data, the communicating between them, and this is made in a not secure way, since the almost every device can be currently hacked, and there is a more and more devices currently in our networks. And the guys from the Beyond Link are actually developing like the protocol for the connecting the devices together to actually create like the new markets, the new opportunities, and also what is very important, the immune to hacking networks for the devices. So let's start with the documentation of the project. So the blockchain and the Internet of Things, the fabric of the new world. So what is really important, there will be no more hacks, since there will be like the 100% secure the system, even like the other device from the that is connected to the one device will detect that this device is infected. They will cut this device off the network. So I will show you in a minute how this exactly will work. So with the security as a given, we can open up our devices for collaboration using them like threads of yarn. The dreamers among us can wave together inventions we never would have thought to conceive. So this will actually allow to multiple devices to actually connect together, since currently there is a like the most of the devices are just closed for the other devices, since this will be like the not secure enough to connect with the external devices. Since this I told them before, this allows the hackers to actually hack your whole network. So as you can see, the developing like the own language can really improve the communication between the all devices, and this can bring like a lot of new opportunities that that we haven't even think about. So in the 2008, the Apple's App Store created like the new industry. So we are talking about like the stars of the App Store, about the stars of the application. So they created like the iPhone, which had like the touchscreen and the camera, and the App Store was like the way to monetize the market. And this created like the hundreds of thousands of applications that are currently listed on the App Store, like the Uber, Instagram, Snapchat. Like the 20 years ago, we haven't even imagined about this application, and if we didn't follow that they will be like with us every day. So as you can see, this can open like the new branch of the application that can communicate. So for example, we have like the here an example of the combination of the devices. So like I told you before, before there was like the combination of the touchscreen and the camera, and this brings like the iPhone. So currently we can see like they give like the example of the smart smoke detector and the drone asset holder. So this can create like the new combination of the devices that actually will cooperate together and work together, and they will actually like the have like the ability to monetize the data between them via the cryptocurrency for the devices, which will be the Beyond protocol. So the combination of the smart smoke detector and drone asset will actually give opportunity to create like the automated firefighting system that actually will pay the drone asset holder and the smart smoke detector holder, and like for example the someone that actually own the radio station that will give like the guidelines for the drone where he needs to go to create like the bridge between all these devices, and they will all get like the ability to monetize their own data, like the ability to navigate the drone between the streets, and this will create like the automated firefighting system that can automatically detect the problem and solve this, and they will get paid in a proportion based on the amount of the data that they actually use. So these are huge. And next we have like due to the cybersecurity issues, cross-silo IoT communication has been impossible. So this current state of data that the communication between the all devices is currently impossible. As I told before, these systems are currently vulnerable for the cyber attacks, and as I told you before, in the Beyond protocol, there will be like the 100% safe, since the other device that is in the network will cut the infected device out of the network. So the OEMs have yet to identify a viable business model for IoT collaboration. So as I told you before, there's the people are actually not sure how this exactly will work, what combination of the devices will actually be connected. So there will be all up to the community, all up to the devices, how they use the data. So as you can see, there is a lot of questions. So for example, we have a question from the entrepreneur that asks, how will I reasonably be compensated for the time and the opportunity cost of building apps on top of the combination devices? There's also a question from the engineer, how does the smart smoke alarm trigger party the drone to put out the fire? Wire transfer, Bitcoin are not capable. So as you can see, there is a lot of questions, but they will find out how to exactly connect the all devices inside the Beyond protocol. So the solution one is the distributed ledger technology plus PUF, the cybersecurity holy grail. We have like the second solution, distributed ledger based value transfer as the business model for IoT. So you can actually read it by yourself, the every solutions, the everything in the white paper. But let's start with the team that sits behind the project. So the team that actually is working on the project, there are guys that actually studied in the Stanford University. They worked in the IBM, in the HP, and Amazon. So the major companies in the market. So a lot of people are actually working this project, and I think that this can have like the huge success. Next, you can actually move to the technical white paper, how this exactly works. So we can like the track step by step how this exactly works. So there will be like the architecture node to node. So the one device will be connected to the another, and through this device there will be like the connections to the another. The node identification, providing node with trusted identity, enabling node validation, maintaining communication integrity across nodes, facilitating node autonomy, coordinating a universal marketplace. So all will be done with the inside the Beyond protocol, inside this node. So this all will be distributed on these devices. So we can actually move to the next slide. So here we have like the technical documentation. So there's a lot of like the technical stuff, how this will work inside, how the data will be transferred, how the security will be achieved. So there's a lot of data that is mostly technical, and we won't like to talk in the details how this exactly works, but we want to talk about the implications to cybersecurity. So there is an arms race in the technology. Right now the bad guys are winning, since they can like the hack the every almost device in the world. So this is not good, and they can hack like the more and more devices. But there comes the Beyond protocol that want to fix the state of the thing. So we fix things by with blockchain technology. Each IoT device will now have DNA, and all devices will share the same DNA. When a bad actor attempts to infiltrate and manipulate the DNA of a device, for example, this will be a hack, other devices will notice and isolate the infected device before the infection spreads to other. Clean DNA will automatically proliferate through all devices. So as you can see, basically the all devices will share like for example, the same DNA that actually will allow them to determine if the some of the devices are infected or not, and cut them right after they start the infection. applications. So this will be like the a huge drop for the cybersecurity to detect like the infection at the beginning and don't allow the this to spread. So here we have some data from the cybersecurity sector, like the roughly 15% of iOS devices are not secure, which is not good. A study by HP Security Unite 45 found that 70% of popular consumers iOS devices are easily hackable. So as you can see, like the over 17% of the currently devices are easily hackable. So there is a not acceptable, and like the if there is each year more and more devices in the ecosystem of our houses in our networks, and you can imagine if someone hack one of your devices, they can get access to the all devices in the network. So even if they hack, for example, your fridge or other like the small device like the mobile phone, they could access like the doors in your car, they could access like the peacemakers, they can access like the all electronic devices in your network. So this basically is not secure at all. So uh, for now we have like the basic security, but I think with the beyond protocol this can easily change, and this project can be a game changer in the cybersecurity region. So next we have implications to IoT. So there's a more and more like the technical studies on this white paper. And next we have like like the chart showing like the amount of the devices that actually are in the network. So as you can see, this grows like the exponentially in the next in the every year. So in the 2000 in the year of 2004 we had like the 1 billion devices, and just in the 16 years we have like the 15 billion devices. So there is a huge change, and in the next couple of years we have like the more and more devices. So in the next like the 5 years we will have easily like the 100 billion devices, and so on so on. So as you can see, the problem can become like the really huge. So I think like this project is a great idea, and we should actually support them and actually to support the project we should definitely join the Beyond Protocol on the Twitter. Currently there is a 17,000 people following them, so you definitely want to join them and follow the project. You can also join the community on the Telegram, so there is over 100,000 members on the Beyond Protocol Telegram, so you can just go here and leave the follow to join the community. You can also join my Telegram group Aliencrypto to be notified of the new videos I'm gonna record, and if you want to join this project, just go to beyond.link and check this project by yourself.